Previous Dhamma talk, I have already mentioned about Nibbāna and the jhana concentration. How to practice first jhana to fourth jhana concentration. So to attain the jhana concentration, we need to understand, to balance five controlling faculties in the Indriya. So somebody did they mentioned that one day I already practiced in Pa-Auk quite many years. Until now, I know yet get Nibbāna, so what should I do? Somebody did also decide that one day I have a lot of confidence, a lot of faith, Ssati. Because of this, I quit my job. I ordained as a bhikkhu and practiced the whole year. Even this, I'm still not successful in meditation practice. So what should I do? So not only Ssati, only the faith may not enough. So here Buddha explain five controlling faculties. These Indriya also necessary to balance. Five controlling faculty. Saddha, faith, viriya, effort, sati, mindfulness, samadhi, concentration, wisdom, panya. The five controlling faculty we need to balance. We need to balance our efforts and concentration, our faith and wisdom, and also we need to maintain our mindfulness, Ssati. So to understand about this, tonight I will continue to explain about five Indriya, five controlling faculties. The five controlling faculties of mind. Actually, before attaining the jhana stage, I need to explain about these five controlling faculties. But because we have the limited times, tonight I will continue to explain about five Indriya, five controlling faculties of mind. Before we start our talk, let's pay homage to the Buddha by reciting Namo Tassa 3 times. Namo Tassa Bhagavato Arahato Samma Sambuddhassa. Namo Tassa Bhagavato Arahato Samma Sambuddhassa. Namo Tassa Bhagavato Arahato Samma Sambuddhassa. I will translate Namo Tassa with a Myanmar version. Arahato Tathāṅgaya Kilesaya Nuduma Kendo Muddhabhavitano. Arahato Tathāṅgaya Kilesaya Nudugu Andomu Naindomu Tadomu Muddhabhavitano. Arahato Luminamin Vyamaminu Ludam Vaya Byasi Levya Nindagwa Yude Byujin Levya Byujin Miwajin Sigajin Ango Atha Byujin Lugu Kando Muddhaba Vitano. Arahato Sigwaya Ayanai Kuamuya Noamuya Semuya Rupshin Makamu Mandamyago Budo Mamu Dabavitano. Yodo mamu dabba vitado, jansido mamu dabba vitado, bhagavado, esriya dhamma yasa siri, kama bhyadami duen bhuno chaulene, jesu domu dabba vitado, sama sambuddhasa, dukkha sajja samudaya sajja, Mega Saja Niroda Saja Huswado Saja Leva Dugu Kudo Daindalen Tudren Yui Limiendo Mutapa Vitado Dasa Dadi Sasa Logarande Li Mundain Wile Mayui Mayan Jausa Dain Gendu Kain Kando Dadi Guneli Jizondo Mutapa Vitado To Bono Choba the King Savin Yumyaswapya Amagandia Ho Bogo Diana Bogo Chija Bogo Yona Navyanga Ganda Gunduna Dhammawaja Nodua Namo Diaho Diana Biangwa Yue Andale Ginjin Holo Do Diado Nyai Araha Dapo Bawa Biso Do Yaupa Zijin Juma Kono Nalo Duma Byung Byo Mangulio Yue Kado Yu Ju Lasso Mo Yue Shiko Man Shok Kado Jindi Atu Bawa Du Sense Madwe Shiba Zidadi Nyaswa Pya Sadhu 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 18 August 2021 Dhammasāra Our Buddha admonished in the Samavadi Vitu Apamado Amadam Badam Pamado Michuno Badam Apamada Namiyanti She Pamada Yatamada. Now, all of devotees, we have accumulated Kusala marriage with mindfulness. Mindfully accumulating different kinds of Kusala merit. Accumulating Dana charity, observe morality, develop concentration and wisdom, knowledge. Because of this, Buddha mentioned that Apamado Amadambada. Mindfulness is the way to the deathless Nibbāna. Pamado Michuno Bada. And mindfulness is the way to the death. Apamada Namiyanti. Ye Pamada Yatamada. Those who are mindful do not die. Those who are not mindful are, as is, already dead. So now all of we are disciples of the Buddha. Buddha already gave the way to reach the stage of the deathless. Because of this, we need to follow the Buddha way with mindfully to accumulate wholesome karma. If we are mindfully accumulating wholesome karma, one day we may find the way to reach the stage of deathless Nibbāna. Because of this, every day, as possible as we can, we need to do the charity, need to observe morality, need to develop concentration and wisdom, knowledge. We need to study the Buddha teachings, theory and practically. In order to get the benefit, we also expand our knowledge. We share our knowledge to explain the Buddha teachings. Want to practice the Buddha teachings step by step morality to understand knowledge as a threefold training system. Samatha and Vipassana. Now in this Samatha stage, we have many information to explain to the audience. Tonight also, in order to get the benefit to attain the jhana, mega and palas, and pay attention to explain about 5 controlling faculties, the 5 indriyas. To get the clear information, I will explain with the PowerPoint. I will share a PowerPoint. 5 controlling faculties of mind. The 5 indriya, the 5 controlling faculties of the mind. 5 controlling faculties of the mind are wisdom, faith, concentration, efforts, and mindfulness. These 5 controlling faculties are 5 powers that control the mind and keep it from straying off the path of tranquility and insight that lead to Nibbāna. If these controlling faculties are trained, the mind being pliant, malleable, workable, and bright, and corrected, will fully concentrate for the distraction of taste, asava. The Pali wise called taste, asava. So in the Nibbāna Sutta, Buddha gave an example to understand 5 controlling faculty, how to balance 5 controlling faculty. He explained with the example in the Nibbāna Sutta. Because if a monk devoted to the higher mind were only to attend to the course of concentration, it is possible that this would bring about laziness. Because if a monk engaged in the higher mind were only to attend to the cause of efforts, it is possible that this would bring about restlessness. Because if a monk engaged in the higher mind were only to attend to the cause of equanimity, it is possible that this will not bring the mind to full concentration, right samadhi, for the sake of destroying the taste, asava. Bhikkhu, insofar as a monk devoted to the higher mind, only from time to time attend to the cause of concentration, only from time to time attends to the efforts, signs, only from time to time attends to the cause of equanimity. To that extent, the mind, pliance, malleable and bright, and corrected will fully concentrate for the distraction of the taste, asava. Suppose bhikkhus, a goldsmith or a goldsmith apprentice prepares a furnace. Having prepared it, he starts a blaze in the furnace mouth. Having started the blaze, he placed the coal in a crucible in the furnace mouth. Because if the goldsmith or the goldsmith's apprentice were only to blow on that coal, it is possible that it will be burned. Because if the goldsmith or the goldsmith apprentice were only to sprinkle water on that coal, it is possible that it will cool down. Because if the goldsmith or the goldsmith's apprentice only to look on that coal, it is possible that it would not come to full refinements. But if he were only from time to time to blow on it, only from time to time to sprinkle water on it, only from time to time to simply look on, the coal would then become pliant, malleable and bright and corrupted, and it could be properly worked on. Whatever ornament he wishes to make, be it diadem, a gold plate, earrings, a necklace, or a gold chain, that gold can now be used for that purpose. From time to time, the bhikkhus attempted to cause concentration, samadhi, nimitta. That's called concentration samadhi. Samadhi nimitta. The cause of affairs, patibhaga nimitta. And the cause of equanimity, upekha nimitta. The mind, pliance, malleable and bright and correlative, who fully concentrate for the distraction of taste, asava. Assembly of refining goals. From time to time, the goldsmith blow on the coal, sprinkles water on it, and simply look on at it. Whatever ornaments he wishes to make, that coal can be used. According to the Nibbāna Sutta, sometimes we need to increase concentration, and sometimes we need to increase efforts. When concentration and efforts are balanced, we need to practice equanimity. Mindfulness is always necessary because one needs mindfulness to check if concentration and efforts are balanced, and if either concentration or effort is too extra. So firstly, we need to balance our efforts and concentration. If one has strong concentration but weak efforts, he will be overwhelmed by laziness. On the other hand, if he has strong efforts but weak concentration, he will be overwhelmed by restlessness. Thus, the balance is needed. So when the concentration and efforts are balanced, person will not fall into busyness or agitation and will be able to attain jhana. For accept the characteristic of concentration, for characteristic of concentration of one-pointedness, samadhi or ekaggata. Characteristic. The characteristic of concentration are leadership, non-wandering, or non-distraction. Function. The function of concentration is to unite the mental stage and keep them engaged on the object, such as Ānāpāna, in breathe out breathe. This is similar to the water, which keep the grains of flow together to the Pa-Auk. Manifestations. Concentration is manifest as peace or as wisdom. Wisdom is the result of having concentration, because one who has enough concentration, no one sees the Dhamma as they really are, say the bhikkhus. Because of this, in order to practice vipassana meditation, firstly, we need to develop concentration, at least a day, assess concentration or absorption concentration and the ekatema concentration. These concentration and wisdom are related. Because of this, always our master, the more vulnerable Pausero, encourage to develop the concentration according to the admonishment of the Buddhas. Proximate cause. The proximate cause or nearest cause of concentration is bliss, pleasure. Concentration should be regarded as steadiness of the mind, like the steadiness of lamp frames when there is no breeze. How to increase concentration? Keep the physical body and the surrounding environment clean. Balance the 5 controlling faculties. Be proficient or adept at learning the meditation object Nibbāna, cultivating it and protecting it. Relax the mind at suitable times. Rally the mind at suitable times. When the mind lacks peace and pleasure during meditation, make the mind peaceful and happy through faith and samvega. Samvega is wisdom accompanied by fear of doing evil things. When efforts and concentration are balanced, or when the mind is neither agitated nor lazy, maintain the mind in such state. Not associate with one who has no concentration. Associate with one who has concentration. Reflect upon the benefit of absorption jhana, thought knowledge, mega and fruition knowledge taught deeply. Inclined to get concentration. This is the way how to increase concentration. 4 characteristic of effort, viriya, energy. This effort, viriya, also important when we are practice meditation. Characteristic. Effort has a characteristic supporting and exerting the associated mental phenomena which arise and perish together on one object. Functions. The functions of effort is to consolidate or to support associated mental phenomena. Manifestation. Effort is manifest as non-collapse. Proximate cause. The proximate cause or nearest cause of efforts are the sense of spiritual urgency, samvega, and situation which make and to produce efforts, viriya, vitu. Striving rightly is the root of all accomplishments. How to increase our efforts? Reflect on the danger of whole state of samsara isra. reflect on the benefits of efforts. If I try, I can achieve benefit. If I learn, I will improve. Reflect on the way we have to practice. The way of practice is the noble effort part. One who has no efforts cannot progress upon this way. Buddha and his disciples all have to take the same way to Nibbāna. Respect and food. Thereby, one gives back to the almgivers by exerting effort in meditation. Number 5. Reflect on the superiors of the noble person's property which one can receive as an inheritance. Noble person properties consist of faith, morality, moral shape, fear of doing evil, knowledge, generosity, and wisdom. Number 6. Reflect on the superiorities of the teachers Buddha. Reflect on the superiorities of clan or caste. For example, the superior Sajjan clan which the Buddha comes from. We are the son and the daughter of the Buddha. Therefore, we are part of his superior clan. Number 7. Reflect on the superiorities of the Dhammasāra. Ānāpāna and Nibbāna are superior Dhammasāras. Nowadays, those practitioners who make strong efforts are superior Dhammasāras. Not associate with one who is lazy. Associate with one who makes efforts. Incline to get efforts. This is the way how to increase our efforts. And also, in order to increase our efforts, we can practice that recollection. Marana, Ssati. Later, I will explain about this in Samatha meditation subject. Wisdom and faith. We also need to balance this wisdom and faith. If one has strong faith, but weak wisdom, or we have wrong belief. For example, believing in or having faith in the wrong teachings and beneficial things. On the other hand, if one has strong wisdom but weak faith, one crafty mind will have many complaints and excuses. For example, one will find excuse not to donate, reason that to thinking about donation is enough for him to gain merits. He does so because he knows about Abhidhamma, and according to the Abhidhamma, one can gain merit. When one thinks about meritorious actions and has intention to do meritorious deeds, with strong wisdom, but weak faith, one does not listen to the wrong given by wise people either. Having strong wisdom, but weak faith, is like having a disease caused by medicine. It's difficult to recover from that disease. If they practice with such faith as this and are able to discern the Paribhaka Nimitta with wisdom, then at the time their faith and wisdom will be balanced. 4 characteristics, Lakhanadi Stoka, of wisdom Panya. Characteristics. Wisdom has the characteristic of penetrating the natures of the Dhamma. Functions. The functions of wisdom is to destroy the darkness of the solution with consult the nature of the Dhamma. Manifestations. Wisdom is manifest as clarities or perceptives, lucid discernment, non-delusion, proximate cause. The proximate cause or nearest cause of wisdom is concentration. We have already mentioned this wisdom and concentration are always related. If we have the concentration, we may understand as they really are. The wisdom also can be the cause of the concentration. According to the Buddha, one who has enough concentration know and see the Dhamma as they really are. Concentration, the cause for insight, knowledge, vipassana. Because of this, now we are studying how to develop the concentrations. How to increase wisdom? Inquire about the five aggregate, about wholesomeness, samatha and vipassana, and extra. The practitioner should ask those who know the Dhamma. Number two, keep the physical body and the surrounding environment clean. Also, this in our meditation center, also in retreat times. When the meditator join, we always encourage after breakfast to clean their environment, their rooms, their goodies. So that also necessary. That is the cause of wisdom. So we need to care to clean our environment. Number three, balance and fight controlling faculties. Avoid not associate with one who has no wisdom. Associate with one who has wisdom. Reflect on the power of deep wisdom. Number seven, incline to get wisdom. This is the way how to increase wisdom. Four characteristic Lakkhana sloka of faith, Ssati. Characteristic. The characteristic of faith is believing or trusting functions. The function of faith is to clarify, like the water, clear gem of universal moonlight, which can cause muddy water to become clear. Another function of faith is to set forth, as one might set forth to cross a flood. Set forth means going right into, plunging into, entering into. Here, commentary. The commentary explains with the simile of crossing river. The river was filled with crocodiles and other animals, so it was not safe. People were afraid to cross the river. Then a brave man came along, picked up his sword and said, "Just follow me." He plunged into the river ahead of everyone, scared away the crocodiles and other animals. So he safely took the people from one bank to the other. With the help of that man, people were able to cross the river. In the same way, one has sattva or has faith in the Buddha, the Dhamma and Sangha, karma result, one is able to perform meritorious deeds. Because of this, Buddha also mentioned Saddhaya Trati Oka. By the power of the Ssati, we can cross the whirlpool, the great whirlpool of Samsara. Because of these Ssati are also very important to have achievement. Another Ssati is like a seed. If we have the seed, we can plant many trees. Ssati Bijan, Ssati Dana. If we have the worldly property, we can exchange with other things to use. Another is Ssati is Hatan, like our hand. If we have our hand, we can take anything which we need. So the Ssati also very important to get achievement, jhana, mega, and phala. Manifestation. Faith is manifest as non-forgiveness or charity. For example, the removal of the mind impurities or as resolution. The object of faith should be bright, not wrong. For example, one should have faith in the Buddha, Dhammasāra, and in the Lord of Karma Ishvara. Proximate cause. The proximate cause or nearest cause of faith are the 8 objects for one to place faith on. And the factor or string entry, such as listening to the good Dhamma, etc. How to increase faith? One should place faith on these 8 objects. Number 1, the qualities of the Buddha, the qualities of the Dhamma, the quality of the Sangha, 3 training, Sila, Samadhi, Panya. Dependent origination, connection, cause, and effects. The 5 aggregate of the past, the 5 aggregate of the futures, the 5 aggregate of the past and future together. One should listen to the good Dhamma and so forth. If we listen to the Dhamma, good Dhamma also, this Dhamma can increase our faith. Another, one should associate with a good person. That's also very important. If we associate with a good person, the good teacher also can increase a lot of faith. So because of encouragement of our teachers, we can practice more longer time. Actually, we went to the Pa-Auk. Actually, we only intend to practice 1 month. 1 month means 30 days at the beginning. But one practice at the time because of encouragement of the most venerable Pa-Auk in the Molamyai. I spent about 3 years to practice. Because of associate with the good, the teacher, our faith also increased. Another is because of the good environments, because of the good teachers, the encouragement of the good teacher. So, in order to increase our faith, we need to associate with a good person, the good teachers, Buddha, etc. One should have a proper intention. That's yoniso manasikara. That's also very important. Although we have the good teachers, although we have a lot of encouragement, we do not have any proper attentions, right intention. Also, our Ssati may not be increased. Another is one should practice according to Dhamma, suitable for Nibbāna. This is the way how to increase our faith. The last one is mindfulness. The stronger the mindfulness, the better it is. Mindfulness protects one from laziness, with result from having too much concentration without another effects. Mindfulness also protects one from being restless, which result from heavy, excessive, too much faith, efforts, and wisdom. Similarly, just as salt and spice are necessary for every qualities, especially most of Indonesian people, they like a lot of chili. Every dishes they put the chili, even the fried rice they put the chilies. For Singaporean people, I don't know, Singaporean may not like the spicy. But most of the people, just as the sauce and spice are necessary for every qualities. Mindfulness is what we need in all situations. The mind has mindfulness as pradatta. Mindfulness manifests itself as the guidance of both the mind and the mind's object, such as Ānāpāna, Pa-Auk, Nibbāna. Mindfulness also manifests as adverting the mind towards an object. The person without mindfulness neither can really relax the mind. He cannot balance the mind at once. Four characteristic recognized sloka of mindfulness Ssati. Characteristic. Mindfulness has the characteristic of non-wobblings, for example, going deep into the objects. Function. Mindfulness functions as absence of delusion, having no confusion about the object, such as Ānāpāna, Pa-Auk, Nibbāna. Manifestation. Mindfulness is manifest as the guidance of the mind and its objects such as Ānāpāna, Pa-Auk, Nibbāna. It is also manifest as a devouring towards an object. Proximate cause. The proximate cause or the nearest cause of mindfulness is strong, firm perceptions or the four foundations of mindfulness. Kaya Nubbāna Satipatthana, Vedana Nubbāna Satipatthana, Chitta Nubbāna Satipatthana, Dhamma Nubbāna Satipatthana. These are called four foundations of mindfulness. In the Mahāsatipatthana Sutta also, Buddha already mentioned about these four foundations of mindfulness. How to increase mindfulness? To always have mindfulness and clear comprehension when one is going back and forth, going to and from, looking in front and looking to one side, bending and straightening the limbs, putting and wearing one robes, double robes and bowls, that's for bhikkhu, eating, drinking, biting, licking, passing of feces and urine, doing other small actions. So these our daily activity, the most fundamental policy, always encourage the meditator. When you practice Ānāpāna meditation, not only in the sitting position, when you are walking, standing, sit down, lying posture, any activity as possible you need to practice mindfully, respectfully with your meditation objects. Because of this, always I encourage the meditator in the times. Practice mindfully, diligently, happily, continuously. Continuously practice are necessary. Most of the meditator I see in Pa-Auk, in meditation time they practice very much. In sitting time. After the sitting session, they go here and there, they talk here and there. So actually, we need to reduce many things, not to do this and that. If we want to successful our meditation object within short periods. We need to try these continuously. Continuously practice are very important. If you practice continuously with your meditation objects, within a few days, few months, you may successful in your meditation object, step by step. So continuously practice are necessary here. In the Nibbāna Buddha already mentioned one going back and forth, going in front, looking in front, looking one side, bending and stretching limbs, holding, wearing, drinking, biting, eating, taking, passing feet, even passing feet and urinate. At that time also, Buddha encouraged to practice. So in your daily activity, so not only individual time to practice meditation, any free time, any time, you can practice the mindfulness by this way. How to increase mindfulness and clear comprehension in all activities? So the Buddha also explained in the Ānāpāna Sutta. Sattaka sampajana. Sattaka sampajana means, is this action beneficial or not? Sapaya sampajana. Is this action suitable or not? For example, going to the pagoda for puja is beneficial. Beneficial. However, when the pagoda is crowded with many female devotees, it's not suitable for bhikkhu to go there at that time for the pujas. One Mathera, always at the morning, some temporary bhikkhus. One typical Mathera. So one devotee is a director, and director of the movie. He is very popular in Myanmar. So he asked permission to the Mathera when he was ordained temporarily as a temporary bhikkhu. So their monastery is very near to the Shwedagon Pagoda. He said that one day I want to visit to the Shwedagon Pagoda. At the time, Mathera said that, if you have a lot of faithful to the Buddha, no, in my kuti also like the Buddha, you can pay respect there. The meaning is they are very limited to ordain as a bhikkhu on their free time. In the free time, they want to go here, there, they want to visit here, there, because are not proper for them. So because of this, although the beneficial, although the puja is beneficial, we need to see the suitable times. Suitable times. So that's called Sapaya Sampajana. Gochara Sampajana. Gochara is the place where one regularly go to obtain sometimes. When a bhikkhu go for Armstrong, he should practice meditation during his way there and back. There and back. In the Ānāpāna time also, you can do during meditation retreat. In your home also by this way, you can practice. When you are having the meals also, if you are free, you can pay attention in your meditation object. Some people, although they are not free, when they are eating, also they can see the movie, YouTube. They can chat in, even their meal times. In the same way, if you really want to successful in your meditation object, so you need to practice by this way. So some Singaporean, I also give the suggestion, because most are very busy. The morning to evening, they need to go to work. So at the time, I give the suggestion, when you go do your job on the MRT or the bus, also you have the times. You need to spend the time maybe about 20 minutes to 30 minutes. So in that place, if you are mindfully to practice your meditation object, for 5 minutes, 10 minutes also you can do. When you are go to your job, after you come back to your home, Also, you can do by this way, 5 minutes, 10 minutes. After meal time, after lunchtime, when you are relaxed, maybe about 5 minutes, 10 minutes. Also, you can take the time to practice by this way. You have more time to practice. Here 5 minutes, 10 minutes, here 20 minutes, individual time 30 minutes to 1 hour. You can practice by this way to increase your mindfulness. So that's called Gochara Sampajana. Another one is Asamoha Sampajana. When we perform the above actions, we should know them in accordance with ultimate realities. So especially when you practice Vipassana meditation, you should know accordance with ultimate reality. It means we are to know the materiality and mentality that arise during walking, standing, sitting, sleeping, and any other activities. So when you practice a Vipassana meditation, step by step, firstly you need to practice 4 elements meditation. When you practice a 4 elements meditation also, not only when you are sitting, when you are walking and standing, so you need to pay attention ultimate maturities, rupa, about the 4 elements. When you practice maturity after the 4 elements meditation, by this way also, when walking, standing, sitting, sleeping, you need to know ultimate realities, Paramata Dhamma. So when you practice a Nama meditation, also by this way, while walking, standing, sitting, sleeping. When you practice together, mentality and meditation, you need to combine together to discern during walking, standing, sitting, sleeping, any other activity by this way. But when you practice Ānāpāna meditation, while walking, standing, sitting, sleeping, you more focus only your Ānāpāna objects. In each moment of life, consciousness together with maturity arise and perish, like a stream of water flowing continuously. Practice during the Vipassana stage. Number 2, in order to increase our mindfulness, we need to avoid, not associate with one who has no mindfulness. That's also important. Associate with one who has mindfulness, inclined to get mindfulness. Okay, this is enough for explanation of by controlling faculties. Indriya. Okay, today this want to balance our 5 controlling faculty Indriya. That's also very important for meditators. We will practice according to Buddha teachings and need to attain Nibbāna very soon. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu.
Bhante, I ask a question first, Bhante.
Okay.
Bhante mentioned about these 5 faculties. So as a meditator, we should apply it before we meditate or when we are meditating.
Sorry?
About these 5 faculties, we should apply it before we meditate, or while we are meditating, we have to take note that all these 5 faculties has to be balanced.
So
Can advice?
Especially in meditation time, but anytime also, if you can balance this one also, that's very beneficial for your meditation practice. Now, when we are in Pa-Auk, at the beginning, we put a lot of our efforts, but the base by our faith. We also believe that I must be successful in this meditation within 1 month. A lot of confidence. But although 1 month, 2 months, not very easy. So after that 3 months, 3 months also not easy. So because of this, also already start to become unhappy because already long time. And then that within 1 month, I must be successful. I already have the confidence. Why? very difficult like that. So feel unhappy, although we practice very much. So environment is also sometimes very important, when we practice the meditation. When we start to arrive at the Pa-Auk, so because we are beginner, we cannot sit very long, not very long. But we see after meditation session finished, okay, we already stop our meditation. But other meditators still they practice very diligently. Although the time finished, they still continue practice 1 hour, 2 hours, 3 hours, non-stop. Afternoon time, we start to practice 1 o'clock and 5 o'clock. They have the working meditation time, interview time. Some people, they practice non-stop, 1 hour to until 1 o'clock to until 5 o'clock. So we need to see, we see them, they are practice very steady. They not move their body, very peace, very calm. At times, because of seeing this also, we can increase our efforts. So we need to see our environment. Also, good environments also that are very helpful to practice our meditation to get the improvement. Because of this, we try at the beginning. We can practice only 1 hour 30 minutes. Slowly increase 1 hour 40 minutes, 50 minutes, 2 hours, 3 hours, 4 hours, non-stop. So although we practice non-stop, already become longer and longer. So we feel unhappy already. At the time, the most vulnerable Pa-Auk said that. He also come to check in the meditation hall how they are practiced, calling their interview, calling their information, it is correct or not. Also, he check in meditation times. He understands that we practice very diligently, but we are not successful. He said that, okay, you practice as possible you can. You try very diligent, but if you feel tired, you can visit in the forest. You can see the forest kuti. You can go to the mountain. You can walk this very long way. By this way, he encouraged. So not only in meditation time, out of meditation time also, we need to balance this by controlling faculty.
Yeah, thank you very much, Bante. Understand. Okay, Bante, there are some questions on the screen. The first question, good evening. What is meant when one say laziness arise when concentration is excessive? Does the laziness means our mind wanders, or what does it mean? So when Bante say when concentration is excessive, right? Laziness arises. So this Dhamma friend want to ask, does the laziness means our mind wanders, or what does it mean?
Lazy means the meaning is to balance concentration and effort. Concentration and effort means some meditator, they have the concentration. In meditation time, they quite have the concentration. But slowly, when they focus, at the time, their efforts a little bit weaker and weaker. So because of this, they feel the slope and torpor because of less efforts. That's called the laziness arise. Some are also because of efforts decrease, also they become the lazy. Especially when their efforts decrease, they feel the slope and torpors. I want to give you one example. One you may know in 10 months meditation retreat, 2010, at Pa-Auk Meditation Main Center. At the time, Pa-Auk teach 6-month retreat. We also, at the time in the Pa-Auk, the center, we need to have Sangha Adhipati, Sangha Juti, many things also we need to have. Also, when we have free time, we listen to Sayadaw interview. Also, we need to have a Sayadaw for interview with the other meditator. At the time, one bhikkhu, a little bit old bhikkhus. In the Utah, he informed that. One day, I can concentrate around 3 hours, 4 hours. Until now, I didn't get any nimitta. What happened? So, oh, that's very good. You're concentrating already, maybe 4 hours. So at the beginning, I start from 1 hour, 2 hours by this way. But he always said that I can concentrate about 4 hours, 4 hours. If 4 hours, actually, even 1 hour, 2 hours, you can concentrate continuously. Should be get a nimitta. What happened? I'm also confused. So at the time, I want to know his condition. What are necessary for him. So at the time, I go to check in the Sima hall, meditation place, how this bhikkhu practice. In that day, the afternoon time, after lunch, I go to check in maybe about 2 or 3 o'clock in the evening. So at the time, his body is not steady. Ānāpāna, yes, not steady. So okay. At the time, in the time, I asked to him, okay, how many minutes can you concentrate? The most, our venerable teachers also always asking this question when we practice the meditation. How many minutes can you concentrate? Okay, around maybe 10 minutes, 20 minutes. Okay, try to increase about 30 minutes by this way. Always he encourages. This bhikkhu also, I asked to him, how many minutes can you practice? Can you concentrate today? At the time, he said that 4 hours. He said that. What time to what time? 4 hours. Afternoon time, 1 o'clock to until 5 o'clock. In these periods, I can concentrate about 4 hours, he said. But really, you can concentrate. Here, the concentration, no, I do not know. But here, the slow and Ānāpāna. Why you slow and Ānāpāna? If the efforts decrease, already laziness arises. Because of this, although they focus in the meditation object, slowly, they become slow and Ānāpāna, Dhammasāra. So, because of this, in order to in order to remove our laziness, we need to increase our efforts. So we need to balance. Somehow, although you have the concentration, if your effort decrease, you may become laziness, you may become slow and Ānāpāna. In order that, we need to increase our efforts to balance with the concentration. Okay?
Okay, Bhante. Bhante, when we say slot and Ānāpāna, it's about drowsiness, right?
Drowsiness.
Something like that? Yeah. Okay. Tinamitta. Yeah. Okay, Bhante. Second question. How do we know someone else is having mindfulness? How do we know?
How can we know?
Yes.
Mindfulness is exactly a little bit hard to say. But generally, we can know whether this yogi is mindfulness or not. So if you have the experience, you may know. For skillful teacher, they can catch the meditator. So not only according to their informations, what they are doing, when the meditation time home, they practice. You can see the meditator, if they are very mindful in meditation time, their appearance are very, very different, very, very changing. Just now, I already mentioned to you in Pa-Auk Center. One bhikkhu is from Bangladesh. He already, when we start to arrive in Pa-Auk, he already practiced about 3 months already. Other meditation center also we practice more than 1 year like that. We already have a lot of foundation, a lot of basis experience meditation. Because of it, he can sit very, very long time. Very, very long, also non-stop. Because of him also, our efforts increase. Before also, we cannot practice 2 hours, 3 hours like that. When we see him, he practice very long time, very steady, very peace mind. So because of this, we are very, how to say, We want to be like him. When he meditation time, actually he is a very blessed king. Appearance are not very, how to say, not very beautiful. You can say not very beautiful. But in meditation time, his appearance is very calm, how to say, very cool. You can say like very handsome, like that in meditation time. Some the visitor take the picture like that. So we can know some meditator whether he is mindfulness, whether he has the concentration or not. So if you have the skillful, you can understand. But exactly we have to say, generally, we can know whether he is mindfulness or whether he is concentration or not. Okay?
If the Dhamma friend, if you want to ask, if you have any doubts again, you can type question again. Okay, the third question. Good evening, Sado. During the meditation, I have the saliva. The mouth has saliva. Should I swallow it? And how to deal with dry throats? Thank you.
True. Yeah. That's also very disturbing, this saliva. In meditation time, you have very sensitive, especially when you start to develop your concentration. At the time, your mind is very sensitive. Even the small sound very disturb to you. Even the small ant, when you start to practice, these are very disturbing. Even some improper words, someone if tell, your mind is, how to say, very sensitive to get these feelings. Because of this, for the meditator at the beginning, when they start to practice, when they start to develop their concentration, they need to very carefully. They need to adjust very carefully to do their self. This saliva also, that's a difficulty. We also have the experience about this. Once start to meditate, at the time saliva already come out. Swallow again, come out again. Very disturb the meditation. This is true. Because of this, how to do, I also find many solutions. When we start to practice meditation in Pa-Auk Center, I also got this experience. How to solve this problem, but I not ask to the teacher. I find the way by myself. How to solve this problem, not to come out again and again. So how to do means, so true. When the saliva come out again and again, you swallow. After that, don't pay attention in this area. Another is you can touch your tongue to the teeth. At the time, your tongue cannot move. If not move, the saliva also cannot come inside. Another is you need to ignore your saliva. If you pay attention your saliva will come out again and again with this step, your meditation. Because of this, when the saliva come out a lot, at the time you swallow, forget this. Move focus your meditation object. Also touch your tongue on your teeth. At the time, you can overcome this disturbance. Okay.
Okay. Another question is about dry throats. The throat is very dry.
Yeah.
During the meditation, I think.
True. That's also the problem. Another is that's how you need to balance. Before meditation time, you need to drink proper amount of the water. So we also say I'm very easily to be trying to. So because of this, I need to balance to drink the water. If too much water also in meditation time has a problem. You want to go the urinate by this way. Because of this, when you wake up, you can drink the more water. Before meditation time, you can adjust how much amount is enough for you. You just balance before meditation. At the time, you can solve this problem. Okay, I will make conclusion by reciting Vatu Sabha Mangala. In order to fulfill our safari, in order to do successful meditation, subject step by step 22, realize Nibbāna. Okay? So I will recite Vatu Sabha Mangala with the Nibbāna translation. Avandu Sabha Mangala Rakandu Sabha Nibbāna Sabba Buddha Nubhavena Sada Sukhi Bhavantu Te Sabba Dhamma Nubhavena Sada Sukhi Bhavantu Te Sabba Sangha Nubhavena Sada Sukhi Bhavantu Te Sabba Mangalam Sabba Mangalani Season Jati Saint Shui Win Chuyan Din Bin Jodo Jin Asa Lonzong Do Ganyo Chanda Jati Mangala Madamyado Di Awadu Bhavantu Ni Dai Nya Dai Kama Saimbe Mandai Mandri Chitong Bo Bhavi Raja Basi Kundadi Sabba Devada Aga Sattha Bhumatane Rukha Deva Sama Deva Namya Nakauna Bondo Di Rakandu Go Iyene Nache Pama Guru Nabshin Shuga Yue Gao Bi Myoya Leon Social Kema Kuni Java Zikundadi Sabba Buddha Nubhavena Cha Inga De Du Wino Mudi Dolu Nyashu Alonzo Do Sabba Nyudoi Anubo Nugo Do Down Lao Sabba Dhamma Nubhavena Cha Mele Dan Pule Dan Nibbāna Priyati Udo Sedan Do Diando Doi Anubo Nugo Do Down Lao Sabba Sangha Nubhavena Cha Megadan Leo Baladan Shitariya Te Sangha Shem Yadui Anubo Nugo Do Gunyo Te Dumagan Teado Guna Yu Atu Jagundo Then bring the bomb to the Gondo Ha Sadanala Magwe Niyamacha Nai Mele Minemadan Sakamadi Akakati Sukhi Businapya Chilenda Yui Chama Jin Chana Jin Wanda Jin Shijakundi Sukhi Goze Chaupya Goze Shepya Piyoga Dudi Goma Gengwa Yue Benja Bedrin Yimanden Lyoja Vidagendu Chamya Jin Shijakundi Bhavadu Bhavata Diganiga Sa Nibbāna Yaja De Bhavatai Windesa Ba Sandesa Lapamalo Bibya Dwe Di Dwe Kwaga Kenju Ao Kenlo Ga Pija Vazi Gondadi Sadhu 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 Maybe feel all suffering, maybe well happy, maybe attain Nibbāna very soon. Today you have already accumulated that money, wholesome kusala marriage, dana charity, observing morality, and metta bhavana, meditation. Because of this wholesome kusala marriage, may this wholesome kusala marriage be the main cause to attain Nibbāna, to realize Nibbāna very soon. In order that we do share a merit, we shall go the or be out Eta Vada Cha Ambehi
Eta Vata Cha Ampehi
Sampadang Punya Sampadang
Sampatang Punya Sampatang
Sabbe Deva Anumodantu
Sape Dewa Anumodantu
Sabbe Buddha Anumodantu
Sape Buddha Anumodantu
Sabbe Saddha Anumodantu
Sape Sata Anumodantu
Sabba Sampati Siddhiya
Sapa Sambati Sitiya
Idhame Nyatina Hotu
Idame Nyatinang Hotu
Sukhita Hontu Nyatayo
Sukhita Hontu Nyatayo
Idhame Nyatina Hotu
Idame Nyatinang Hotu
Sukhita Hontu Nyatayo
Sukhita Hontu Nyatayo
Idhame Nyatina Hotu
Idame Nyatinang Hotu
Sukhita Hontu Nyatayo
Sukhita Hontu Nyatayo
Idhame Punya
Idame Punyang
Asawakaya
Asawakaya
Vahang Hotu
Wahang Hotu
Idhame Punya
Idame Punyang
Nibbānasa
Nibbānasa
Pachayo Hotu
Pachayo Hotu
Mama Punya Bhagan
Mama Punya Bhagang
Sabba Satana
Sabba Satanang
Pachimi
Pachemi
Desabe
Desape
Mesama
Mesamang
Punya Bhagan
Punya Bhagang
Labantu
Labantu Sadu
Sadhu
Sadu Sadu